It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Garrett Wilson. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Jets and the Rams, next on Madden Football.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting... NFL season Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 64 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pass complete there to Nacua. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll be brought down right on the... So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with it. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school, didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to this former level.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down at 7. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. This pass out wide to Hall. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Levis to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Rondale Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Levis. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football. Fly to the ball carrier. And you know you can tell that.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 33, here's 2nd down at a yard. Back to throw again. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He'll dump this off to Akers. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. A give for Walker running right. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Defense. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run can his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard, down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. It's fielded at the 45. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line.
They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion. Position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch him flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch him off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Levis. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Levis. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Levis out of the shotgun now. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter, and this offense hoping to change that right here. Little bootleg here, Levis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5, 2nd and 4. A toss left side for Hall. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run this one right up the gun. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now this one complete on the slant route. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw. So that'll be caught by Kupp. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And Levis going back to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Levis sets up to throw here. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Levis back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field.
guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half, and they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with, to try to at least get down into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Levis's throw complete there to Moore. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first down, Conley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Levis from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it with Hall off the option. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw, it's Levis. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Levis to throw it. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the 1st down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Will Levis and the offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
That's caught. It's Coleman. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football,
There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Levis. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to the ground with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Levis. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 21. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now Levis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. Oh, fighting off the defender. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 4. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches have to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some They like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Levis looking to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The Jets on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? That'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Levis now on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Handoff, running left, here's Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Levis. And check down, complete to Hall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Levis sets up to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Connecting. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
First down, Los Angeles.
Looking to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, there's where everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
And New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken right around the 44. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down 24-17. A little under 1:50 remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He'll look to throw. Throw left sideline falls incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not linked.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Giants, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.